Hello, everybody. My name is Lisa, and my friend Heather and I are really excited to share with y'all one of my favorite calls. A lot of them are my favorite calls, I'm sorry to say. But we are so excited because we're going to talk to you guys about gut health, and we're going to do a quick overview of our products. And now more than ever is a great time to be talking about gut health and immunity because of just all the crazy viruses and everything going around right now. So we are going to talk about that. So I am going to introduce you to my sweet Heather, my sweet friend, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys so y'all can see what we're doing. Okay, can everybody see that okay? Yeah? All right. All right. So this is my sweet friend Heather. We've been friends for a good long time, and she is just fallen in love with these products. And so she's going to talk to us about the first half, and then I'm going to pick up and finish this up. So Heather, go ahead and get us started.
Hey guys, I'm so excited that Lisa asked me to co-host this with her tonight. I love any opportunity that I get to talk about Plexus and the benefits that I and my family have seen from them. There's a picture of my fam jam. We just got back from the beach a couple weeks ago, and that's the newest picture of all of us. All of us either have or currently do take Plexus, and I can't ever see our future without it. Let me give you a little back history on me and what brought me to Plexus. I was a severe IBS-C patient. Whenever I say severe, it was the worst that I have really ever heard anybody talk about. Going 7 to 8 times a day, just like running water for 7 to 8 days in a row, and then would go for 5 days with nothing. And so the pain was just unbearable. At 37 years old, I was looking at a doctor, and she was telling me that she thought that I needed to go on high blood pressure medicine. And at 37, that's just not something that I was willing to do. And so sweet Lisa said, why don't we try a couple of other Plexus products in your regimen and see if we can get some relief there. And guess what, guys? It worked. She's going to be talking about those products later on tonight, but I'll touch on them in just a little bit. Adult rosacea. Never had that as a kid, as a teenager, and then as an adult after having babies. We all know that having babies can wreak havoc on our bodies and change everything about our bodies. I started having adult rosacea out of nowhere, but have found relief with that with my Plexus. That's supposed to, I think, say reversed aging skin. I probably did that, Lisa, sorry.
No, that was my fault.
Reversed aging skin. Just things happen. Lines start to happen that, us ladies don't feel comfortable with. And with Joyome, I have found that those things are no longer there either. That's actually what brought me back to Plexus, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Healthier hair and nails, improved psoriasis for my son. He, for several years, has dealt with psoriasis primarily on his elbows and his knees, under his fingernails, and in his scalp at one point. Prescription medicine did not help it, but his Plexus did. And we're going to talk about improved blood sugars. My dad is like my biggest testimony of how fabulous Plexus really is, and he's really my driving force as to why I continue to share about Plexus, because it literally has saved my daddy's life. Okay, so let's just dive right in. We all have a story. We all have a reason as to why we come to Plexus. Some of us walk away, and I say that with a smile on my face because I was one of those girls. I started taking Plexus, and then for some, and I say dumb reason, I walked away from it. But thank goodness Lisa Knopfinger did not give up on me, and she just kept being the example in front of me, like we are for so many other people. And I finally came around to my senses and realized that this was something that I truly needed. And so all of those reasons, and I use that in quotations, those reasons that I had for not sticking with it, they no longer mattered because I saw the importance. So what is your story? Why do you need Plexus? Are you sluggish? Do you have headaches? What about sugar cravings? All of these things listed here, people will say, yes, I suffer from that. You're not going to talk to one person that's not going to name one thing on this list that they suffer from. That's why they need Plexus. So what makes our company so different? What makes our products so different? We're getting down to like the 4 basic root issues: gut health, vitamin and mineral deficiency, inflammation, and blood sugar instability. Those last 2, I think, are probably the biggest 2 that you'll hear most people talk about, the inflammation and the blood sugar. I really did not realize how much our blood sugar controls about our body until I started really looking into Plexus. Um, balancing our sugar is key. So let's talk about our gut health. I didn't realize that the gut controlled so much of our body's function. And most people don't. Whenever you start to talk to them about their migraines and you begin to link it to gut health, their mind is blown because they have no idea that those 2 things are related so much. But our gut is important because that's where our nutrients are absorbed and toxins are kept out. We want our gut to be healthy so that we are at our best. Whenever our gut is healthy, we are at our best. And our gut needs a healthy lining. You know, a lot of people, some people that are into Plexus are in the medical field. Not everybody is, so not everybody understands how important a healthy gut lining really is. Whenever you start to talk about it being our second brain, that's kind of interesting to people because, like I said, not everybody links the 2 together. But our gut bacteria can affect weight loss, productivity, and our happiness and mood. And that's really a big thing for women. Whenever you start to talk to them about their happiness and their mood can be altered by if their gut is healthy or if it's not, a lot of women will jump on board with that, and their husbands will jump on board with that because, let's face it, everybody wants their wife to be happy. What destroys our gut? Let's look at that long list. Antibiotics, steroids, stress, GMO processed foods, not getting enough sleep, inactivity, artificial sweeteners, sugar, and alcohol. That artificial sweeteners, even though you might be indulging in something that says that it's sugar-free, chances are there's an artificial sweetener associated with it. So be sure that you're always looking on the back of those labels to see what is in the product that you're putting into your body. That's another thing that I love so much about Plexus is that there are no artificial sweeteners used in our products. So to me, that's always one of the most important things that I stress to people whenever I'm sharing about our products. We're going to talk about the different products that Plexus has that we offer to our customers and kind of break it down just a little bit and give some information. I'm going to do some and then Lisa's going to follow up with some in just a little bit. Triplex. This combination right here is what I like to say saved my daddy's life. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He's been a borderline diabetic for a very long time, has always kind of prided himself that he could take his medication and just eat whatever he wanted to because his medicine was going to work. Well, eventually that caught up with him, and his blood sugar was so high. It was like over 300 at one point, and the doctor couldn't get it lower than that. So like I'd been on my dad. I was like, come on, daddy, let's do something. Let's try Plexus, because if we don't at least try it, you're eventually going to be on insulin, and we don't want that for you. So against his doctor's advice, he decided to try Plexus. Y'all, within 4 days of starting his Plexus, his triplex regimen, 4 days, his blood sugar was under 200. His doctor had not been able to do that in years with Western medicine. Now, I'm not knocking medicine because we all have to take some things for certain things sometimes. But whenever it's not working, sometimes it's beneficial to look for something outside of that. So he is a huge supporter of Plexus. He tells everybody about Triplex. So let's break it down and let's look at the 3 products that come along with that Triplex combo. The Slim. There are 2 kinds of Slim, the microbiome and the hunger control. Let's look at the microbiome. It helps to regulate our blood sugar, promotes healthy cholesterol and lipid levels, prebiotics, which feeds good only. You want those good bacteria in your gut, not the bad. The watermelon raspberry flavor, again, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial colors either. It's clinically demonstrated to help you lose weight. The Slim, the title is a little bit misleading. Everybody thinks that you drink that just to lose weight, and that's not really what it's all about. It's about helping to regulate those blood sugars. The other one is the hunger control. This one does have the fiber in it that also it will help you to feel less hungry or to feel fuller longer. So that's where the hunger control comes in. It's got a blood orange lemon flavor. Again, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial colors. The ProBio 5. This is probably my favorite product. It helps to keep that intestinal yeast in balance. The digestive enzymes break down the food, aiding in keeping in particles out of our gut lining. And that's important. Like, I never thought about that either, that we didn't want those things just kind of lying around, but it kind of helps to break it down and get it out of us. That helps support a healthy intestinal tract and supports healthy digestion. It's anti-everything. The ProBio, it's one of the products that whenever people come to me and they just want to try one product just to kind of get their feet wet, I'll always suggest the ProBio 5. BioCleanse. This product, to be honest with you, will scare people because of the name. Everybody's afraid that the cleanse is going to just make them go to the bathroom all the time, but it's really not. It just kind of helps to cleanse naturally and gently and just kind of get you going in the right direction. It reduces the gas and the bloating and the occasional GI discomfort. And I will say that this, I know that it's everything working together has helped my IBS, but this one is a product that I just won't be without. It really does just kind of help keep everything going in the right direction. Our lean, y'all, this is a really sweet treat. And I say that to my friends and they're like, what, a sweet treat with Plexus? But it really is. You just mix it up and drink it and you feel like you're being so bad, but it's really not bad for you. Whenever I know I'm going to have a really busy day and I'm not going to have time to really eat a good healthy lunch, I'll snack on a lean for my breakfast. And I'm not a huge breakfast person anyway, but I'll drink my lean and then I'm really full throughout my day, have a good healthy snack and late in the afternoon, and then I'm ready for dinner. This one is really good for people that love those meal replacement shakes, but they're drinking the kinds that have all the bad things in them for them. Get them to switch over to this. The taste is really, really good. I know a lot of people like the vanilla flavor and they mix their fruits and stuff in it and make it like a milkshake. I'm a chocoholic. I love chocolate. I love to drink that chocolate lean. It tastes just like a Wendy's Frosty to me whenever it's all frothy, and I might just have to go make me one whenever we get off this after talking about it. Another thing that I love about our lean is that we have partnered with Feeding America, and so every time a bag of lean is purchased, we're helping to feed people, children, families that are less fortunate and they're hungry. And so every time we buy a bag of lean, we're helping to feed families. So that's really important. And I think that that's, I talk about Plexus has helped me be able to love on people in a way that I never was able to love on them before. And that's just another way that I can do that without actually having to do anything. I get a sweet treat and I'm helping feed a family. Lisa?
Heather, good job, friend. Yes, I never feel guilty whenever I have a lean shake, whether it's for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, dessert. It's really good. I like to take some lean and a little bit of couple of splashes of coconut milk, put in a little bit of peanut butter in a coffee mug, and you put it in the microwave for about 45 seconds. It's good. It's a little healthy cake. And I feel like, well, when I have a healthy option and I'm providing a healthy meal for someone else. So never feel guilty with that one for sure. All right, so I'm Lisa, and this is my sweet family. I'm going to be talking about lots of different things tonight, and I tell you what Heather covered with the triplex has been my saving grace for sure. That helped me with my IBS, gluten intolerance, chronic sinus infections, leg cramps. Couldn't sleep at night very well, but I was tired all the time during the day, which, y'all, I've been a nurse for a long time, and I never put the two and two together, that if your blood sugars aren't balanced during the day, they're not going to be balanced at night. So how are you going to get good sleep if you don't have steady blood sugar balance? So my kids and I all had allergies, suffered with those forever. And my daughter had eczema, and my son had molluscum contagiosum. So that was actually both helped with the products. And then my husband had migraines, and he's been migraine free for 4 years, over 4 years now. And I don't know about y'all, but usually men don't make such great patients. And I'm saying that kind of quietly. I would say it to his face. I'm not talking about behind his back. But when he had a migraine, we would just have to shut the whole house down and draw the shades and turn off the light and the noise, and put a rag over his face. And I mean, it was just everything just came to a stop. So that was huge, being able to come help him come off those migraines. So it was really good. Okay, y'all. So X factor. So there's basically 3 different kinds of X factor. The one in the picture that's not shown is the regular X factor, which is in the middle column. People call this regular X factor, but so basically everything in X factor plus, everything in X factor is in X factor plus, but a few things. So we're going to mainly talk about X factor plus, but X factor is a fantastic product. The X factor plus is just a boosted version of that. So but the X Factor Plus, what I love about all of our products is that they're bioavailable, which I'm so thankful for, because your body can break it down so much easier and actually use the product, the ingredients. So I love that. It has the supports the immune function. Again, all about gut health. It's so important. But it also helps with menopause and hot flashes. So y'all, I've had so many friends come and say, that is like gut health for sure, but there's gut health properties in this, but they cannot do without their X Factor Plus. And this is a natural option. So I work at OBGYN office, and so many of my patients have those hot flashes, and y'all, they will hurt somebody. I give them their shots or their pills or their patches or their creams or whatever. And they're like, I will pay whatever it takes to get my estrogen because I'm going to hurt somebody. I'm like, well, please let me help you not hurt anybody. Let's stay out of jail. So huge need for this, you guys. So X Factor Plus, and then the X Factor. So I will say this about X Factor Plus. It is very, very potent, has polyphenols and all kinds of good stuff in there. But I will say this. If you're going from the X Factor Plus or from the X Factor Plus, or you're just starting X Factor Plus for the first time, it is very potent. And for me, I can't take it on an empty stomach. My husband takes it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, no problem. I have to have something on my stomach, so I usually take it at bedtime, or you can take it after a meal, not with the first bite of a meal, but after your meal. So you got food in your stomach, just to see how you do, okay? And then the X Factor Kids. So we actually have the X Factor Kids, the chewables have been upgraded, and we actually now have a 3rd probiotic strain. This is huge, especially for all the craziness that's going on right now, with all the sicknesses, and everybody's talking about immune systems, but no one's talking about how to fix it. We're just talking about avoiding getting sick, but we don't talk about when you are exposed and you come out of your home, how can we be strong and fight against these sicknesses and bacteria and viruses? And this is huge for our kids. So had a 3rd probiotic strain. It is a chewable. It tastes really good. It tastes like a sweet tart. It is a chewable, but also adults that have have a hard time swallowing capsules, this is good for them as well. So just know that that's a good option. I feel good about giving this to our kids. Ava actually can take, she can swallow capsules now, but she's actually taken the new chewable just because we just came out with it. But she can take either. But I love that I'm giving my kids stuff that's clean and that's good for them. So, and to boost their immune system. So that's really good. Makes me feel good. Okay, the Mega Kids microbiome drink, y'all. This is new as well. This is makes a good combo with chewable vitamins. This is a great. You feel so good about this because I don't know about y'all, but so many of us are busy moms, and y'all, it's only going to get busier once our kids go back to school or they do online school. People that do, hopefully, sports is going to be canceled for us. So we're doing sports and things like that. So we're going to be even busier, y'all. And sometimes whenever I don't have time to, be at home and make a good, healthy home cooked meal, this is a great way to help fill in those nutritional gaps for your kids. Also, there's vegetarian DHA, which is omega-3. Y'all, this is linked to attention issues and behavioral issues. So it's really important that we stock our kids up on some good nutrition and some good supplements for that. Also, it has that 1 gram of healthy gut prebiotics. So again, like Heather said, this feeds the good bacteria. So it's good for nutritional gaps, good for their brain, good for their gut. It's a ton of vitamins and a ton of vegetables in this thing. So it's really, really good. The next thing is MetaBurn. So many people think about MetaBurn and they think about you can only use it if you're working out. You don't have to, because there's so many good things in here. MetaBurn, basically, it is a good pre-workout, which is great, helps to sustain you through that workout, but it's also really good to decrease cortisol levels, which affect our stress. And who isn't going through a little bit of stress right now? So this is so, so good. And it's not just, like I said, for people that work out, you want to take this every day. Every day you're going to want this. It's good for your energy, but there's no jitters. You're not going to have that jittery feeling. With the X Factor Plus, start with 1 with food. With this, start with 1 with food as well, just to see how you do. It's fat burning. It helps with your mood and your focus. So the mood part is helped with rhodiola, which is an adaptogen. That's kind of a buzzword that's going around right now. So I love that Plexus is on the cutting edge of this, and they have made sure that we have a product with adaptogens in it, so it's really good. It also has L-theanine, which is really good. Oh, and the boosted metabolism, that's a lot of that's coming from Grains of Paradise, which that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool ingredient name, Grains of Paradise. But so that's what's helping with the metabolism as well. Active. Okay, so I'm going to talk about another product in a minute, collagen, but I combine a lot of things at once in the morning. We talked about Slim, we've talked about Lean. This is Active, and I also add collagen, which I'll talk about, and I just throw it all in a lean shake in the morning, and it just, knocking out a bunch of birds with one stone. So Active is so great. This is also something that it's a great for muscle recovery for after workout. That good nitric oxide helps to decrease inflammation, and it also can help you detox from heavy metals. Some people have issues with that, but it also supports hydration. So this is a great muscle recovery after workout, but it's also good before workout as well. Same kind of concept with the MetaBurn. So you really can't go wrong or whenever you're going to drink this. But again, you don't have to be a workout fanatic to be taking this every day because of the nitric oxide. It does have clean energy. There's no jitters. I'm very, my stomach is very sensitive to things. And I know a lot of people that are sensitive to caffeine type things. This actually, you don't have any jitters with this. Even for caffeine sensitive people, it increases your oxygen levels. Hello, that is so great all the time. It helps with your mental focus. This is universally beneficial. So again, you don't have to be working out to get good results from this. And again, it's so good with just Slim, or if you just want to use it with its peach mango. So if you just want to use it with the vanilla lean shakes, it is a really good tasting dessert as well, like after lunch or something. It's really good. Throw some peaches in there. It's really good. Some ice. And it's so good. Okay, so ease. Y'all, we don't talk about, I feel like we don't talk about a lot of our products enough, but we certainly don't talk about this. So some people, if you've stalled out on your progress, like with the products, if you get to a point, you're just like, I'm not seeing, the continued results that I'm looking for. I've kind of plateaued on the results. You may have still massive inflammation, and this ease product, so there's the cream and the capsules. You may want to try the capsules to help increase your ability to get rid of that inflammation, which is your body is going to address inflammation a lot of times first. And once it gets inflammation under control, then it will address weight loss. And so you really need to get your inflammation under control, because if you're sick, you have inflammation. I'll just tell you. So a lot of good inflammation ingredients there on the screen. Turmeric, everybody's talking about turmeric. It's a great anti-inflammatory, or turmeric, some people call it. So this is also good for like headaches and for muscle cramps, or any like workout, soreness is great too. But this is just a really good product to have on hand. Also, the Ease cream is fantastic for sore muscles. It's also good for like bug bites. It's really good to use as well. And it smells really good. And it's not like greasy or anything. It smells really good and feels good. Joyome, y'all. I'm so glad that Plexus came out with a clean skin line. So I need simple and I need cost effective. I've never been, I'm sorry to say, never been one of those people that went to like the Lancome counter and got all those expensive, or whatever all the other, expensive skincare lines are. I was never one of those people. I just went to like Walmart or Target or whatever. So, because I couldn't follow the steps. I didn't want to spend all that money. I just didn't. So when this came out, I was like, sign me up. So on the screen is the Joyome day serum and night serum. They come in 60-day and 30-day options. And you only need 3 pumps in the morning and 3 pumps at night. And those bottles on the screen, they will the 60-day obviously will last you, if you do 3 pumps a day, will last you 60 days. And then they have the smaller version. So 3 pumps a day will last you a month for whatever, supply that you get. These are great for stretch marks, for sunspots, crow's feet. It really helped my forehead creases. And the collagen, which I'm going to talk about too, helped as well. But this is also really good for acne, adult acne as well. And even, if my kid, I would put this on my kids, if they needed it. So it's clean, it's microbiome balancing. Our skin is our biggest organ. And if you want to talk about bugs and bacteria, and your microbiome on your face is huge, I remember in nursing school, I had a friend of mine, she was really broke out on one side of her face, like just, pimples and things like that. And in nursing school, she would always sit like this, listen to the professor. And I'm like, your hand is so disgusting. Get it off your face, like all the time. So your skin harbors so much bacteria. So you want to be aware of that. And it has good, clean ingredients. So the American standard of skincare isn't as good as I thought that it was. This actually follows the European standards, which has way higher standards than we do. So this is a great, simple, cost-effective, 3 pumps in the morning, 3 pumps at night, boom, you're done. I love it. Okay, so Joyome. This is a collagen product that I really didn't think that I needed collagen. I just thought, oh, I'm healthy, I'm young, I don't really, just getting old, it's just a part of life, it's okay. But when I hit my 40s, I was like, wait a minute. We got to put on some brakes for a minute, because it is really catching up with me. So when they came out with this, I was so excited, and it really helped my crow's feet, my crow's feet too, but my forehead lines. It was really cool. But it also has superfoods in it, an antioxidant blend. It actually helps your body to produce its own collagen as well. It's very good for skin hydration, plumpness, firmness, even tones. It's good for hair, skin, and nails. A lot of people have seen new hair growth with this, also with the X Factor vitamins and good gut health. But this really helps people's, they have those little baby hairs, you know, and their eyebrows get thicker and their nails get longer and stronger. Their skin just glows, and you can see results pretty quickly. I actually, this is what I was talking about, I like to add to my shakes, but I also like to add it to coffee and blend it up to have an iced coffee. I can't taste it in the coffee or the shakes. I can't taste it at all. It's flavorless. And some of the before and afters, you guys, that I've seen are just, they're crazy amazing. I mean, this is good for stretch marks as well. So, because after 21, your body stops producing collagen. So before you know it, it starts catching up with you. And I went through a ton of products. Heather and I both did. There's so many things we could talk about. I didn't talk about a couple of things just for time, for the sake of time. But there are so many great products. There are so many ways that this is really life-changing product line, and I love all of them, and they're so beneficial. So I would encourage you to reach out to the person that invited you to this call, and let them know if any of the things that we shared in our story that you hear in your story, because I guarantee you will not regret these products. I really was a snob about it because as a nurse, I just thought, you know, people just need prescriptions, and, you know, all these tree hugger, Jesus sandal wearing, you know, hemp smoking people. I just thought they're nuts, right? And I was so judgmental. And, but I didn't know what I didn't know. I say that all the time, but it's true. So invite the person, talk to the person that invited you, and you guys, Heather and I are able to do this, and so many of our friends are able to do this, you know, on a Tuesday night with our babies, you know, in the next room or in our bed next to us. And we're able to provide for our families. And so there's actually an opportunity call that's going to be going on tomorrow night with the same Zoom link. If you're interested, it's just a quick 30-minute call. It lets you know more about opportunity. So that's it. And we're so excited that you guys came. So thank you so much for joining us. And let us know if you have any questions. And y'all have a great night.